And the funny thing is that the results that they are bringing from this, see one feel ìgbà tá ti kúrò ńbẹ̀. Iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe yẹn ìdí iṣẹ́ yẹn. Beavers, yes.
Why are you talking like this now?
He's actually telling you facts.
We were searching for you. You went into hiding. Now
and then I want Tipex everywhere. No, it's the truth. Yes, the thing he's doing is wrong because we are seeing the results here and not the results we had at the polling units. And he needs to stop what he's doing because he's now entering everything into the master sheet for the Beavers. Yes. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí sí ó ti wà invalid already. Now lórí Beavers and then gbogbo result tó enter sí láti bàtà kátó wá síbi àti ṣe now.
Just 2 units láti ṣe ń dà yẹn.
Yes, then wọ́n wá missing gbogbo result tó enter bí it's not what happened at the polling units. Kò lọ ẹja tiẹ̀ ṣe báyìí ẹja lo Beavers. Yeah, ẹja lo Beavers. No, but it's the truth. Otolonso because what he change results. What he change results. What he change results. Gbogbo àti wo pé gbogbo kini yin irọ́ ni. Gbogbo irọ́ ni. Yes, we do.
Bring it out and compare it with what is on the ground.
It doesn't matter. The Beavers has the results. Let's go and get the Beavers. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni kò tó ṣe é sí kò tó ṣe é sí kò lọ. What he's doing now is not correct. He's entering manual results and it's not what we did at the polling units.
Let him talk first.
They are entering manual results and it's not what we did at the polling units. And he's entering it into the master sheets. And he's doing it from look at all the Tipex that are in C. And they expect us to keep quiet about it. We told him to get the Beavers machine. Let's start entering from the Beavers, which is what we started doing from the other polling units. He says no. But look at all the Tipex we are seeing everywhere.
Currently, rigging is going on for APC in Apapa, Lagos State. Peter Obi won, but they are erasing the results with Tipex and inflating for Tinubu. And no wonder this man raised an alarm. The Labour Party candidate, Peter Obi, has raised an alarm that I think he said generally all the elections should be cancelled because we are still going to show you some other videos. Even in the north, it's across. It's like APC and PDP, they are just really working against this man. And people really came out. Thank God for technology, thank God for social media, especially. We can see it. I think in those days, it got to a point, recently, people say, oh, then, that the reason why the people could not do much when we had the impunity, corruption, and all of those illegalities, because there were no social media, and it's all about a printed newspaper, because they will tell you if something happened, what is the evidence, but now, you see evidence, you see everything. Remember the time when Ganduje, when he was caught snuffing dollars inside his pocket, Buhari saw the video, and of course, I'm sure a lot of you remember Buhari's response, that he didn't believe that he didn't know the kind of technology they use in getting that, because he believes that it's a doctored video, that it was not really original. You can see things clearly, even if they know it's original, that is, oh, this particular video or evidence is not doctored. They look the other way. Just even when I was telling people that when people were praising Buhari, oh, that is, he wants to leave a legacy of a free and fair election. I say, I don't trust him, because if you could not do it in your own time, you want to do it now. And at the end of the day, these politicians will still find their way. They are just like water and do other things. How are you going to curb it? So all of those, they were just doing it. They were playing games with Nigerians. When they see the truth, just like this video that you have just watched, the evidence is there for everybody to see. Will INEC take action? No, they won't take action. And when you go to conventional media houses, they will be speaking another English. Maybe because they have been, how will I put it, whether they have been warned not to show all of these things on TV. I don't understand. These are the things that people see. They will tell you maybe it's a social media thing, in as much the conventional media houses are not reporting it. So it's as good as it didn't happen. What do we call this that is happening now? What do we call it? We can see it clearly. We can see how it's being done. No wonder they snapped. They snatched. They said they snatched ballot boxes and beavers. Even in Castina alone, they stole about up to 8 beavers. So tell me, when INEC was making maths, it's not going to be easy. People were like, okay, we have improved from our electoral process, that this beavers is going to do wonders. Now there's other, because even the same, is it not the same Nigerians that are behind these beavers of a thing? There are other loopholes, because if the beavers is not useless, or if the beavers is not going to work, or if there are no loopholes, you think they'll be snatching it? They must have still told them, these are the things you are going to be doing, these are the things that you're going to do for us to manipulate the system. And since they snatch all those ballot, not even ballot boxes, even some places they scatter the what is it called, the ballot papers, and they went with beavers. What does that tell you? They are going somewhere to go and manipulate it, and at the end of the day they will not tell you go to the server, go to the beavers. These are the things that the beavers produced. We saw some videos in Edo State when people were challenging and accusing the governor of the state, who came to a particular polling unit, and after 10 minutes, it was something else. But they left all the ballot papers on the floor. People were just counting from there. See that when they saw that Obi was winning, that was how they changed it. Now, are you going to tell me that what will INEC now do to that particular polling unit? They will look the other way, unless people are going to press forward. We are going through a lot in this country. Everything is by force. Even if they tell you, oh, go and register for something, it's going to be a problem. Remember the issue, the NIN. For you to even get this PVC, it was a tug of war. A lot of people stress themselves to go and register. At the end of the day, they couldn't even get the PVC. Everything, Nigerians have been suffering. Nigerians have been suffering, and if all of us can still come together, of course, we know that everybody cannot just go on the same direction. Some people still want to go or look the other way, look at the side of those politicians. But if we have larger numbers of people who can say, oh, this is it, these politicians, they don't have power. The backbone of these politicians are the people who are still supporting them, not even the money, not even whatever, or the talks. How many are the talks? Will they be able to overpower the multitude of people that we have? But unfortunately, majority of the people are still on the side of these politicians, and some people are still sitting on the fence. No concern me. I beg, anything with they like me, they do. I no freaking myself. Are you still going to blame them? Are you going to blame them? So this is an evidence, but where would they tender this? Before now, we have had a lot of evidence that they are supposed to use to nail all of those people who are who are cheaters, election riggers. But would they do anything? They will tell you it's just, the Nigeria situation is a sorry state. Is a sorry state. At times, when you blame Nigerians, you don't even blame them to that level. You still look back and say people have tried. People have tried. It's not as if people just decided not to be speaking up, because when you shout, whether you shout or whether you speak, nothing will happen. In fact, it's just unfortunate. So guys, let's say your opinion concerning this video you've just watched.